Hi guys, welcome to Embedded System class. So in second unit we have the following topics: RISC versus CISC, hardware versus Von Neumann architecture, architecture of ARM4, ARM Cortex M series, and addressing modes of ARM processors, instruction set of ARM processors. So in first unit, in first topic, so our first topic is RISC versus CISC. So these are the differences between RISC versus CISC. So in RISC, name itself indicates that RISC is a reduced instruction set computer, whereas CISC is a complex instruction set computer. So the first point is, in RISC, it supports very less number of instructions, whereas CISC, it supports great number of, very large number of instructions are there in CISC register. So in RISC processor we have large number of registers, and in CISC we have very less number of registers. So whatever the instructions we are using in RISC, they are fixed in length, whereas in CISC the instructions are variable. It means if it allows 16-bit, so all the instructions are 16-bit, whereas in CISC processor, variable in length means 8-bit, 16-bit, combination of 8 bits, 16-bit and 32-bit instructions are allowed in CISC computer. So in CISC processor, the instruction pipelining works very effectively and increases the execution speed. And in RISC processor, we have pipelining technique. It is a 3-stage pipelining technique. These 3 stages are fetching, decoding and executing. Whereas in CISC, instruction pipelining concept is not effectively work as different sizes and different execution times of instructions. As we are in third point, whatever the instructions we are using, those instructions are variable in length, so the pipelining is not that much effective in CISC processor. So in coming to RISC processor, the fifth point is arithmetic and logical operations only use register operands. So as we have large number of registers, whatever the registers we are using, whatever the operations we are using, all the operations are in terms of registers. So whereas in CISC processor, so arithmetic and logical operations can be applied to both memory and register operands. And coming to sixth point in RISC, design of compiler is easy due to lesser number of instruction. So we can design the compiler very easily as we have very less number of instructions in RISC. So design of compiler is complex due to large number of instructions in CISC processor. In CISC processor, in RISC processor, coming to seventh point, supports few addressing modes for memory access, because so here RISC process is a load store instruction set. Means we can access memory very less number of times. So in RISC processor we have very less number of addressing modes. So whereas in CISC we have many number of addressing modes for memory. So in RISC processor we have very less number of instruction, so the code size is large in RISC processor, whereas in CISC processor the code size is very small. So next topic is Von Neumann architecture versus hardware architecture. So coming to first one, Von Neumann architecture, the single memory is divided into 2 parts. Whereas first part is data memory and second one is address memory. So we can have a single memory, and in this Von Neumann method we have a single bus. Through this bus we can access the data and we can access the instruction or code. Whereas in hardware architecture, we have 2 different types of memories, means 2 different memories. One is separately, one is for data and second one is memory, and we can access this data and program using two different buses. One bus is access, through one bus we can access data, and from other bus we can access the program. right? So these are the differences. So in Van Neumann architecture, first digital computer architecture introduced stored program concept. So right, Van Neumann is the first digital computer where we are having a memory based technique. So we are using a single memory module for accessing data and instruction. So for this we are having a single bus. Through this we can access data and instruction. So to access data we required one clock pulse, and for access an instruction we required second clock pulse. So to execute any one instruction, CPU will take two clock pulses. So the CPU can fetch instruction, read or write at the same time. So the Van Neumann architecture is a very slow architecture. So next one is hardware architecture. Computer architecture, the hardware architecture, we have two separate memories, program memory and data memory. So hardware it has different memory modules for data and instruction. So we have individual buses for data and instruction. So we can execute any one instruction within a one clock pulse. So because we have separate data bus and we have separate instruction bus, so we can execute any one instruction with one clock pulse. So the speed wise hardware architecture is faster compared to the Van Neumann architecture, right? So I will explain next concept in the next class.